JJ the tech guy here. Today what we're going to show you in this video is how to replace the auxiliary port on your Honda Civic, which is located right there. No, sorry, right there. And pretty much this is used to put in your phone to play music, or you have a media player, anything like that. After a while that they tend to go bad, and mine went bad. So as you can see right here, I have my phone connected, but it doesn't really work. If you see, my phone's actually playing music right now, and if you see up here, it doesn't say aux, and even when I press aux, it doesn't do anything. But when I go down here and I kind of move this a little bit, you see what just happened right there? And then I let it go and it stops playing because the plug in there pretty much went bad. So what I'm going to do real quick is show you how to replace it, and it's going to be segmented. So sorry, if the transitions aren't really that good. But here we go. So what are you going to need for this installation? You're going to need three things. You're going to need a flat screwdriver like this, small. You don't want something that's very big. You're going to also need a set of pliers. Now the only ones that I had were these, but if you have pointed pliers, that'll probably be better than what I have. And then you're also going to need the part, the auxiliary port itself, which is it's this is a new one. The part number itself is this one right here. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, at this point in time, I've already done the work for you, but I'm going to try and show you what you have to do. As you can see, the part's kind of already out. But really what you're going to need to do, let me see if I can get this close enough. You're going to have to get the screwdriver, and you're going to put it in like so. And you're gonna have to pull away a little bit, okay? It's gonna give a little but not a lot, and the reason for that is because behind that switch there are these tabs, okay? The tabs that you see right there, and those tabs are going to prevent you from pulling it straight out. So what you want to do is that you want to put the screwdriver in and then pull away, okay, so that you can kind of get it out there. Now what I found out that worked the best, once it was out, it really isn't going to open that much. It's going to open about that much right there. What I did then was that I grabbed the screwdriver, I put it parallel to the side of the, I guess of the back of the car right there, and then I pushed away like so. I just pushed this way, pushed away from me, and what happened was that it kind of opened up like that. It's still not a lot of opening, and let me see if I can get a better, but it opened up that much, okay? Now as I kept working it with the screwdriver or the flathead or whatever you want to call it, I kept working it and working it and working it, and eventually actually what happened was that this top part, the auxiliary part, broke off. So it actually came off, and then it looked like that without the face, okay? Now it was still very hard to take off because at that point I was still, it was still about right there. So what I did then was that I grabbed the pliers and I pulled the centerpiece out of the auxiliary port. So I grabbed the pliers. Let me see if I can give you a good shot. I grabbed the center of it, and then I just pulled away. So if you do that, Let me see if I can give you a good shot. Actually, I think I can. If you do that, all this piece will come out like that. Okay? Now, the plastic's still going to be in there, and you're still going to have to work it. But now what you're going to be able to do is that you're going to be able to use the pliers to grab the sides of the aux and kind of work it with the pliers and with a screw. Okay? It's not going to be very easy, and I recommend that you don't just yank it out, okay? Because the plastic that it's sitting on, you know, it might be, you know, a little bit flexible, but you don't want to break this piece right here, okay? So just kind of work it. You're going to have to work it with the screwdriver and everything. So what I did was that when it was still in there, I grabbed the screwdriver and literally, I mean, I had to go in there and kind of, you know, move it around and yank it at the same time. Yank it at the same time with the pliers until it popped out from that side. Okay? And then, believe it or not, I actually popped it back in. You're going to pop it back in. And then you're going to grab the screwdriver again, but now you're going to work it from this side. So you'll kind of go in there and you'll kind of move it around. And at the same time, with your other hand, or if you have a helper, they're going to have to grab it and yank it out. Okay? And after you yank it out, you're going to end up with this. Okay? So once it's out there, all you do really just grab your thumb, push down on the green tab, and then that's it. This is the part. This is the whole entire part that you're going to replace. Okay, so once you've taken the piece out, which if you go ahead and do this, you're going to understand why it's a little bit hard to do. You're going to pretty much just grab your new piece, and I will put a link, by the way, below on the comments, where so you can see where I got it. Pretty much I got this through eBay. I think it was like for maybe $19.95 plus shipping, or $19.95, just like that. I don't remember. But pretty much, I mean, you know the drill. You know, kind of just line it up. Okay? And you just put it in there. Now, before I put it in there, one of the things that I did, and I want to show you this real quick. I really don't know how bad these things can get, you know, after time. I've had my car since 2006, you know, when the first model that came out, and until this year, 2012, I started having this problem. So 6 years after, and I do use my auxiliary input a lot. So what I did, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I took off the pointy edges right there. I filed them off. I grabbed a box cutting knife and I took off the edges to just leave, you know, a nice curved finish on there, which is really the reason why it was very, very difficult to take it off. So that, you know, if you plan to keep your car for a long time and this is an issue that might happen again, you're going to be able to take it off much easier. So actually we can even try it right now and let's see if my theory is correct. So we put it in there. Okay, and we're gonna have to push it in. Oh, sorry about that. So there you go. So now it's been replaced. You didn't have to go, and I mean, I've read, you know, some posts that they paid like $120 to have this replaced. The piece is literally, like I said, maybe 20 bucks, and I got mine on eBay, and I'll put the link up there. But now, actually, what really counts is to see if it actually works or not. So let's try it out. Okay, that's the radio. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plug in my auxiliary in here. Okay, and right away, as you can see, it's already reading aux. So it's already working. The new piece is working. Now, one last recommendation before I finish this video. I highly recommend, and this is a mistake that I made, get one of these L's, as you can see. You know, and leave it in there and use this to connect your actual cable that you're going to use, so that if this ever goes bad, you're only going to need to replace this part, which is, I think I bought this at eBay for maybe 95 cents. Okay, and you don't really have to worry about the auxiliary, like moving it in and out and in and out, and that's really the reason why they go bad after a while. So I think that, to tell you the truth, if you use something like this, you're only going to need to be replacing this from time to time instead of the whole piece, which, as you can see, it's not a very easy piece to replace. Again, this is JJ the Tech Guy. I hope that this video helped you out. I haven't seen any of these videos out there for replacing the auxiliary port on a Honda Civic. Mine's a 2006. So I hope this helped, and like the video. I'm not a professional video maker, but I hope this helps somebody out. Have a great day.